Well, always details when it comes to gimmies you're going to give voters. They both have plans to provide extended daycare opportunities, parental care and protections for parents. Now, Hillary Clinton's is paid for by taxing the rich. Donald Trump says he's going to still detail this, but that in large part it's going to be paid for by cutting other programs. CNS News editor Terry Jeffrey, Democratic strategist Lauren Chivee, with us on that. Lauren, I mean, obviously your candidate or people have come back to say, we have outlined ways we're going to pay for this stuff. He just announces it and has no clue. That's the premise you take. But is taxing the rich going to be enough?
Well, you know, I got to say, I mean, even as a Democrat, I give Donald Trump credit for bringing up the child care topic. It's something that's surprising for a Republican candidate running. And so I'm glad he did it. Unfortunately, the plan that he's proposing falls so far short of really what American families need. I'm glad it's starting a conversation. As many in the press have pointed out, Clinton's had a plan on this since before she even declared that she was running. The details actually matter a lot, because in the Trump plan, families get a tax relief of about $1,000 a year for a financial burden that costs upward of $10,000 to $15,000 a year for the average family. It's not enough, and of course it only recognizes maternity leave. And in the 21st century, we have men who also carry the burdens of care, and there's a whole other sort of suite of caregiving issues that Americans are facing that are very serious, whether that's Alzheimer's or elder care. All of that needs to be dealt with through the existing structure of the Family Medical Leave Act, which doesn't allow for any paid leave,
and that's a huge problem. It costs a lot of money, right? It costs a lot of money. You think it can all be paid for by just taxing the rich? Well,
I think it's look. There are bills that have gone through Congress that have stalled that actually include and also in the state of New York that actually pay into the unemployment fund through a payroll tax.
Understood. Which I really think is a better switching some funds around. Terry, what do you think of that?
There's no question it's expensive.
Okay. The one issue that comes up there is there's only so much money in the pot. We are running these deficits, and Donald Trump is being disingenuous to assume you cut from another program, it will largely pay for this. So who is zooming whom here?
Well, I think, Neil, we already have too big an entitlement state. What the federal government likes to call, quote unquote, mandatory spending is already almost twice as much as discretionary spending, and defense spending is considered discretionary spending. If you keep growing the federal entitlement state, we're already at a point where we're running massive deficits. We're piling up more and more debt each year. We're paying a pretty low interest rate on it now. That interest rate's going to go up.
Then your candidate comes along and comes up with a big entitlement here. Whatever you think about, it's a big entitlement.
We're headed towards bankruptcy.
So you think that's a bad idea?
The nation is headed. We need a president who is willing to grapple with the fact that we have to reform Social Security. We need
but
to
neither of them are doing that. Neither of them are doing that. Lauren, isn't that disingenuous of your candidate as well? Neither one of them are doing it, or speaking the truth to the people.
Well, Neil, there's a huge long-term economic benefit from investing in this. First of all, we have a
we don't have money to invest,
force.
Lauren. We really don't have money to invest.
We have a declining labor force participation rate among women. That is a drag on the American economy. When families are not going to work and staying home to care for their children because they don't have any alternative, they are not contributing to the American tax base. It is a long-term economic problem that has to be solved, and the private sector, sadly, has not solved it. So I don't think we have a perfect answer yet, but it's not being solved in the private sector.
Terry, real quick
universally,
take on that.
It's agreed we have to fix it.
The bottom line is both sides are dropping the ball.
Neil, we have a country where hardworking families are taxed so much that the mother has to go into the workforce rather than take care of the kids, even when she wants to pay for somebody else's food stamps. That's one of the things that's wrong with America.
It's the 21st century. I think we need to take this debate into the 21st century. It's not just women that take care of children today. Thank you.
Take care of her own kids.
I wish we had more time.
I wish we had more
time. We saved a lot of time by you two talking over one another, so thank you for that.